The Climate Friendly Nurseries project features Oregon nurseries that are both cutting costs and the pollution that contributes to climate change. Learn more in our Best Management Practices Guide at climatefriendlynurseries.org. Laura O'Leary from Northwoods Nursery describes how more efficient greenhouse heating has cut their propane bill in half.
Northwoods Nursery is the wholesale side of our business, and One Green World is the retail side, and we focus on selling edible plants and ornamentals and really unique varieties. Jim started the business over 30 years ago, and he's really been focused on simple, practical, low input solutions that reduce the resources required to produce healthy, vibrant plants. We've been working over the last few years to really reduce our propane use and our greenhouse gas emissions. The Climate Friendly Nurseries project has allowed us to do it really in depth and making sure we're analyzing all the categories of our emissions, whether it's propane to heat our greenhouses or electricity to run our fans or water to irrigate the fields, fertilizers. We're always looking to lower the inputs. We started out by inventorying the greenhouses and sealing cracks. The gaps in the cracks are just letting cold air spill in, in the evenings in winter, and we're heating and it's cooling and cooling. We went through and did the really easy stuff first. And then we replaced our single poly roofs with double poly. And then we've most recently worked on replacing our end walls from a single hard poly material to either a double or triple wall material. We've phased in these different approaches over time, so it'll be interesting to do a year comparison. Actually, our propane delivery driver had kind of a surprising response last winter. He said, "Your tanks aren't taking much propane. Something's going on here." So we know just anecdotally that we're using less propane. Plus, we were able to get a business energy tax credit through the Oregon Department of Energy for 35% of the total project cost. We got another federal grant to switch the way we're heating our greenhouses from air-blown heat to radiant heat. It's silly to be heating this air column and it's rising up and we're losing it to the cold winter nights when we could be heating the plants' roots and making them happier. And that is projected to save about 49% on our propane bill. So I think our propane provider this winter is going to be a little disappointed when he comes out to fill up our tanks. When Jim and Lorraine hired me in 2006, they really wanted my position to pay for itself. And I wasn't sure how I was going to do that, but 4 years in, we've actually looked back and I've been able to bring in over 2 times, more like 2.5 times my annual salary in grants and incentives. And that's not including energy savings associated with those. So there are a lot of resources out there. People just need the time and energy to tap into them. Reducing heat loss in the greenhouse is low-hanging fruit. And with the cost of propane, even without the Energy Trust incentives that you get if you're on natural gas, I think it's the energy savings speaks for itself.